Good afternoon, YouTube land. Sergeant Lane Cryptid Encounters here. I was going to go over this footage with you I recorded the other night with my new camera set up. This is zoomed way in, catching. This is a faraway image of Sasquatch here. And I'm just going to go to markup real quick just to show you what we're looking at here. Okay, you got a little baby right here. Check him out. He's got his little leg like that. Right? And he's turning around. Here's his other arm like that. There's his face. His other little arm like that. And he's got a leg sticking out like this. And the adult Sasquatch has got one finger right here wrapped around his leg, boosting him up into the tree. There's his nose, his eyes. There's his mouth. There's his hair. Like that. Okay, I'm going to cancel that markup. And then here's the adult. Right. Here's his first eye right there. And then there's his nose, comes down like that. And then this right here is his hand with his finger. With one of his fingers there latched onto this juvenile right here. His hand's right there. Basically, that's what's going on. Now, I think this down here is his mouth. He might have a little darrow down there. This could possibly even be a little juvenile right here. Same color as the adult. I just can't tell right handy, but you can see the indent here on the cheek, right? You can see the eye right here. You can see the hair. Yeah, that's his mouth right there. Okay, let me take the markups off. And we'll go to enhancement here and see if I can just pull some more detail out real quick. So we'll put the definition up there a little bit. Turn the sharpness up. Just the hair. Oh, also, if you are watching my content, like, subscribe, and ring the bell. I'm getting close to 400 videos, and I'm not even 400 subscribers, so if my channel don't start growing, I'm just going to take it down. So if you watch my content, hit the subscribe button. It's much appreciated. Here we go. See if I can get some more of the detail to come out a little bit. Take it about 20. Yeah, I can't really tell. Can't tell any more about it. You see his face and his mouth right there open. His tooth looks black right there. He's got a black tooth. It looks like it's black. I'm not real certain. And it looks like there might even be a juvenile resting on top of his head there. Yeah, I think his eye is right here, and then this up here is a juvenile. Is what's going on. His eye is barely uncovered right there. Let me take some of the contrast down a little bit. Turn some of the shadows down. And it's about as good as I'm going to get it on this video here, on this footage. Let me close that one out. Okay. On this one, there's a couple Sasquatch in here. And the first one we're going to go to is this one standing right here. Check him out. Just his head's exposed. He's standing back in the shadows. He's just got that one eye open right there. His other eye is partially covered by vegetation. But you can see his nose and how he's got hair growing down his nose there. Right. And he's got jet black hair, it looks like. Looks like he might even have a little juvenile right there on top of his head. Most of them always do. Yeah, that's a little juvenile sitting there. Riding on top of his head. They do that in case they gotta run. They always keep their babies attached to them. Okay, this is pretty clear footage, guys. This is not pixelated. This is just Sasquatch using their vegetation and their cover and concealment. They're masters of it. Like I said previously, they dye their hair. They saturate their hair in tree sap and tree fluids. The tree organ Sasquatches, they'll prime a tree and get the fluids right up out of the tree roots. When I say tree organ, I'm talking about the root-based system of the tree. That's just the organ for the tree. So they utilize that substance to their benefit. So you got the father Sasquatch right there, big guy, and then you got a smaller one right here in the shadows. We can't really see him that good, but I'm going to screenshot and try to lighten that up a little bit and see if we can't get a good image out of that. Which I can see the eyes there looking at me. So we'll get back to this photo. Let me back out here. Let's go to edit. Turn the definition up a little bit. Sharpness. Some of the brightness on the image there. Lighten it up a little bit. Starting to come in there a little bit. You can see the bridge of the nose there quite a bit. It's got dark hair. This Sasquatch has got a dark hair, like a dark copperish looking color, blackish, grayish in there. Okay, you can see the hair on this Sasquatch, and this little juvenile right here has got him a handful of her hair. Most likely this is the mother. He's got a handful of her hair to hold on to, and then there's a little hobbit darrow right there holding on as well. You can see his little hands there. Yeah, that's another Sasquatch right there. Another adult. There's an adult Sasquatch right there. With the at first I thought it was a juvenile hand there, but it's not. That's an adult. That's the face of an adult. Side profile view right there. Right. Okay, and then you got the female right here. And I take it back. There is a little hand right there gripping the hair. You can see it there. That little Sasquatch is right here, I believe. You see his one eye right there. They're just there, right next to each other. See his little eyes. and then you see the nose there, and their skin, right, is grayish tint right there. It's a lot of that grayish tint. I do think some of them have a grayish tint to their skin, but not all of them. I think it's because they're staining their skin. I got video and footage of them coating their skin, and a lot of times they're doing that to to help with their cover and concealment. They're very smart beings, and you see him, and they're flesh and blood beings as well. They're just utilizing the forest and what the forest offers them for protection and cover and concealment and whatnot. They're just masters of it, and they learn at a young age. Okay, you take a doctor, right? A doctor or an engineer. They go to school for 8 years, and then they become an amazing doctor, right? Well, these guys work on cover and concealment and escape and evasion from the time they are toddlers, right? So they become masters of it. And then it's their domain. And us humans, we just go in the woods every once in a while. We don't live there. These beings are just so much smarter than us when it comes to the forest. But look at this footage, man. This is not pixelated. This is just them well hidden, right? Look at that skin. That's just amazing, man. Straight up amazing. This is not freaking pareidolia. This is Sasquatch. And look at this one here. Look at that eye. You can even see the amber color in that eye looking at me. Looking straight at me. See him? They got that gray face tint too. This is most likely a little juvenile, a young, mid-sized juvenile, I would guess. But yeah, sitting there watching me. Check them out. 3 Sasquatches right there in that image. Just absolutely amazing. That is amazing Sasquatch footage, folks. No doubt. Okay, we're going to go back up to this image here and take a look, because there's more in it. That footage we just seen is just this little area right here with the main adult right there. We got this little juvenile right here in the tree leaning over. See him in the bush? And I'm sure there's another family member right here. Let me take a picture of that. I'll go lighten it up and see. I'll just do a quick exposure and lighten, see if there's anything in there. Yeah, there is. That one. It looks like there's a little bit of Sasquatch in there. One right there, and maybe a baby right there. He's got his hand around a baby right there, sitting up. And then you got one down here looking at me. Look at that eye. Laying down, looking up at me. There's one there. That one there is a little bit more pixelated than the other, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time on that. But if you look right here, there's a bigger Sasquatch right here. There's a little juvenile right there, it looks like. But there's a bigger Sasquatch here in the shadow. Just sitting back in the shadows, lurking. This will be my last one for this video. But we're going to take a look real quick and see what we got in this image. There we go. You start to see a little bit coming in there. Can't quite tell. I can't quite tell on that one. A little bit too pixelated. I know there's one right there. But anyways, the main one, we got footage of that. You see there's one down there too. But yeah, what great footage. Anyways, like, subscribe, and ring the bell. I appreciate every one of you. Peace.